Hi everyone, welcome to my channel and welcome back. I'm Jeannie, and sometimes you just need a red mani to pick you up, and what better time to do a red mani than at Christmas time. I did decide to make it a little more Christmassy, so I added these poinsettia waterslide decals, and this red glitter is just so stunning. I could not stop staring at it. So if you want to see how I create this mani, stick around and we'll get into it. Now jumping straight into my mani, as you saw in the thumbnail on my intro video, I do have an ombre of the glitter on my index finger. So it's sort of like a clear ombre, except it's not really clear. So I'm starting with a base of OMGloss from All Powdered Up, and that's going to go on my index finger. It's going to be just that very sheer hint of color. And then once I have that down, then I will get into the glitter ombre once I get into the glitter. So I am using my double dipped dip liquids for this mani. And I'm starting with a thin, even layer of dip base on my entire nail. And then I'm going to dip into OMGloss. And I do have my Chaos Gemerald at the bottom just in case my powder spilled, because All Powdered Up always has super full jars. So I wanted to make sure that I'm catching any of that powder if I lose any. And then once I dipped in to get my base, I'm going to make sure to clean up my cuticle area. And since I want this to be super sheer, I'm going to stop here for now and move on to my next colors. For my nails that I'll be applying the Waterslide decals to, I'm using Blue Moon by All Powdered Up as my base. Most Waterslide decals are super transparent, so you need a white or super light background in order for them to show up, which is why I'm using Blue Moon. I love this powder, so it's a white with glitter and it glows blue, which I actually forgot to take a picture of the glow, but this one is super fun and super easy to use. So once I applied my dip base to my entire nail, I went ahead and poured over Blue Moon, and that's just simply because the jars are so full. So I'm using my Chaos Gemerald for the pour over for this powder. I do 2 total layers of Blue Moon on both my middle finger and thumb, but I'm only going to show you one. After I finish my 2 dips of Blue Moon, I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate these nails in clear using my double dipped clear. Now the reason I'm going ahead and encapsulating these nails is because the next color I'm going to be using is the glitter, and it's a red glitter. So if I were to get a stray glitter on these white nails, it would be super obvious and annoy me. So I want to make sure that I'm protecting the white from any of the red glitters. So I go ahead and cap in clear and I activate, and what that does is if any glitters get onto activated nails, they don't stick. However, if I didn't activate it, the glitters could potentially stick, so that's why I'm doing it this way. Once the dip base is fully dry, I make sure I scrub off any of that excess clear with a stiff scrub brush, and then I will apply a generous amount of activator. Now that my other nails are activated, I'm going to get in my glitter. So this glitter is Hanging by a Red by All Powdered Up as well. And this glitter is so stunning. So it's a fine red glitter mixed with clear acrylic powder, but it's a very metallic red. So it's very different from the red glitters that I normally see. And I am so here for it. So it's going to be a full nail on my ring finger and pinky. And then as you know, it's going to be an ombre on my index finger, but I'm going to do my full nails first. So I pour over for my first layer, and I'm pouring into my Dipped in Chaos by Chaos Concepts just because the jars are so full. And I actually found Hanging by a Red fairly deceptive. So as you can see by my ring finger, it looks a little sparse. It doesn't look very blingy. It doesn't look like it has really great coverage. So I just figured that was because I poured over, and then for my second layer, I could lay my finger flat in the glitter and get more coverage. But When I get into my second layer, you'll really see where it pops and the coverage I actually get. When I start applying that dip base, you can really see that glitter. So I think it's really because of the dust from the clear acrylic powder that's mixed in, where it makes it look like it's sparse. But once I apply that dip base, you see the good coverage I actually get. So now that I've got my ring finger and pinky done, I'm going to go ahead and pour the rest of my jar into my Dipp'd in Chaos, and then we will get into the ombre. So I'm using a eyeshadow brush from Wet n Wild. I'm going to apply a thin, even layer of dip base to my index finger. So remember, I have one layer of OMGloss on this nail. So that's kind of my base for the nail. And then once I've got my nail covered with my dip base, I'm going to dip my ombre brush into the glitter. I'm pointing my finger upwards a little bit, and I'm starting before I get to my nail, tapping on the brush to get off any of that excess glitter. And then I'm going to slowly move my brush over my nail, starting at the free edge, and then gently, slowly working my nail towards the, not my nail, my eyeshadow brush towards the middle of my nail. I'm making sure to rotate my finger to make sure I'm capturing all my sidewalls. And I kind of want the glitter to gently fade towards the middle of my nail to create that ombre look. So I tap my finger downwards to get off any of that excess glitter, and then that's all I'm going to do for this ombre. It's that quick and easy. While that's drying, I'm going to go ahead and do my second layer on my ring finger and pinky, and just look at the way the glitter pops as soon as the dip base hits it. It's actually really great coverage, and you can really see that metallic shining through. Regardless, I'm still going to lay my finger flat into the glitter because I've already got it poured out into the Dipp'd in Chaos. But I suspect even if I would have just dipped into the jar, I still would have had amazing coverage. So either way you want to do it is totally fine. I'm going to cap my glitter in clear using a separate jar of glitter clear that I have. So for my ombre finger, I don't want to contaminate my OMGloss part of my index finger with the glitter. So I apply the dip base on the top portion of my nail first, and then work my way over the glitter. And that way I don't transfer the glitter up into my OMGloss. I went ahead and did a quick file and buff off camera. So here's how my nails are looking. So now I want to get into my Waterslide decals. So these are some Waterslide decals I have from Poshy Nail Designs. I've had them for a couple years now and I can't believe I haven't used them yet. So these are full nail wraps. So to make it easier to manage, I'm going to go ahead and cut out the wraps that I want off the sheet of paper, and then I'm going to cut closer. So I want to cut as close to the design as possible because I want as little excess decal because it is on a transparent background, and that's just less I have to worry about cleaning up after I have the decal on my nail. So once I've got that on, I do need a tacky layer for my Waterslide decal to adhere to. So I do have this rubber base gel. This is from Charme. I'm super excited to finally give this a try. I ordered this a while ago and I haven't tried it yet. So I'm going to apply a thin, even layer of that to my middle finger. And this is the smallest, shortest brush I have ever used. I did not expect that. I mean, I kind of like it because it makes it easier to get like into the crevices and the fine details. But at the same time, it does take a little longer to apply just because the brush is so short. But anyway, that's beside the point. Once I have that on, I'm going to give it a cure in my lamp for 60 seconds. And then I'm going to put my Waterslide decal into my little resin dish of water. This is from Resonating Crafts, RBA. I'm going to let it sit in there for about 15 to 20 seconds. And then once that time has passed, I'm going to blot off the excess water of my decal on my paper towel. And then I find it the easiest way to apply decals is to use a jelly stamper. So this one's from Maniology. So I pick up the decal with the jelly stamper. I'm going to gently slide off the backing of that Waterslide decal. So you can see it's a white backing, which is what I mean when I say most Waterslide decals are transparent. And then I'm just going to use the jelly stamper to figure out where I want to place it on a nail. And once I figure out where I want that placed, I can just gently press down and it'll adhere to that tacky rubber base gel that I applied onto my nail. Now, because I have gel on my nail, I don't want to press down the decal with my fingers, so I am using this silicone tool just to make sure I've got all the edges kind of flat on the nail and making sure that everything is smooth. But these decals are super thin and delicate, so I want to be really careful. I'm going to go ahead and use gel top coat for all my nails. So before I do that, I do need a layer of gel base first. So I am using the rubber base gel. And then once I have that cured for 60 seconds, I'm going to go in with my Charme Diamond Shine gel top coat. This is a no wipe. I've been eager to try this, so I'm super excited. I'm going ahead and capping my free edges first, and that way I avoid having a ledge on my nail. And then I will go in and apply my gel top coat to all my nails. Once I'm done, I will flip my hand over, let it level for about 5 to 10 seconds, and then I will give it a full cure for 60 seconds. As always, I'm going to finish off my mani by rehydrating my cuticles, and this is my Scales of Mermaid cuticle oil. This is in an upcoming set, Do You Know the Muffin Man? So this will be an exclusive in the December 17th release, and don't forget you can use my code GENIE10 to save 10% off your orders. While I'm finishing this up, this mani has definitely got me in the holiday spirit. If you celebrate Christmas, what do you do to get into the holiday spirit? We just recently got our tree from the tree lot, so I went ahead and decorated it. We did a little bit of decorations outside the house, so I am definitely ready for Christmas. So here we are with the finished look. I mean, I am so obsessed with this metallic red glitter. It sold out really quick in the first release, and I believe it restocked. I'll double check to make sure that it is still in stock, and if it is, I will link it down below in the comments. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, I'd appreciate it if you gave this video a thumbs up. It lets me know to continue creating content like this, and it also helps YouTube recommend me to others, which helps grow my channel. And if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I upload content every Monday and Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. As always, I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.